Water purification, because you're gonna run out of beer at some point. And I'm gonna show you how to make clean, safe drinking water from the easiest to the most complicated and give you the resources you need to make the right choice for your trail. Over here on the left, we have probably one of the safest, in my opinion, and easiest ways to purify water, and that's boiling it. I have here just a small GSI teapot and an MSR pocket rocket with a white gas bottle attached to it. Upsides of using boiling as your method for purifying drink water: if you boil it long enough, depending on the water quality of where you're getting your water, it will kill everything. The dirtier the water, the longer you have to boil it, sometimes up to 20-30 minutes potentially, but as low as 6 to 10 minutes if you are reasonably aware of the cleanliness of the water you're using. It's a great method to eliminate all issues with drinking water: Giardia, parasites, viruses, everything. The downside, of course, is you have extremely hot water. So the turnaround time for being able to have reasonable drinking water in the summer, let's say, is quite a while after you've actually purified it. I would highly recommend that you strain any water you use on these through a couple layers of t-shirt or bandana or some other kind of cloth to get out all the solid material before you boil it. But trail grit is also something that people consider as a protein source, so make your own decision on that. The other advantage to boiling it is that it does not require a stove. Simply 4 rocks with a small fire underneath it. As you can see, I've used this pot for that many times, is more than enough to get you your boiled water. Also, these receptacles can be used for food preparation, for using water for freeze-dried backpacking meals, things like that. Next, we have the ubiquitous Lifestraw. I've used these for quite a while. The advantages to these are that they're gonna get out 99.9% of the Giardia, bacteria, and viruses that can contaminate your drinking water. They're probably less than an ounce, I would say, maybe a half ounce. They last a long time. Some Lifestraws are just meant to be used until their filter life runs out. Some have changeable filters. Lifestraw in recent years has developed countless different varieties of this, but it is a very good, very safe alternative to boiling water. So as we go up the scale in both, I would say, complexity and expense, next we have the potable aqua tablets, which are essentially just iodine tablets. And the advantage to these are, it's a small bottle, it doesn't weigh a whole lot, and 2 of these will treat a liter of water. There's 50 in the bottle, so you can get 25 liters of clean water out of this bottle of tablets. The things I don't like about iodine are, of course, as anyone who's ever used it, would be the taste. It leaves a very significant coloring, red coloring of the water, and you can taste the iodine in it. What I like about potable aqua is that they've come up with these. It's a conditioner tablet that's meant to go in 30 or so minutes after your tablets have gone in, and it cleans the color of the water and the taste. It adds sort of almost like a lemony taste a little bit, but it neutralizes the iodine taste in the water. And you can still taste it a little bit, but the surety of killing all of the wee beasties that you're gonna find in your water with these tabs, in my mind, more than justifies the small amount of aftertaste that you'll have in using the clarifying tablets. Again, moving up in complexity and expense, we have a personal water filter or a backpacking water filter. This is the Katadyn Vario. Katadyn Vario. This pump I've had for at least 15 years. I took it on a 3-month expedition across North America on the Missouri River, and though it clogged here and there, because the Missouri River is very dirty, it never failed. And all I had to do is keep the filters clean, change the paper filters, and it worked like a charm reliably. The one thing that you have to keep in mind when using either a filter like this or aqua tablets is cross-contamination of your water bottle. For example, with the aqua tablets, once the water is treated after 30 minutes of the tablets being in the water, you want to slightly unscrew your water cap and let the purified water, wash out the caps and the threads with the contaminated water that you filled it with. Same thing with this. You want to make sure that there's no cross-contamination between your inlet hose that goes into the dirty water and your outlet hose that provides clean water to your water bottle. It doesn't make much sense to make all of this wonderfully clean water and then go right ahead and throw the same viruses and bacteria in it through simple cross-contamination problems. The Vario is a wonderful water filter. All Katadyn filters have this feature as far as I know. It has both a ceramic filter on the top and a paper filter, or a carbon filter on the bottom. So you're getting both dual purification methods. Some have only ceramic, some have only carbon. This one has both. So you're getting a very, very good array of protection against these potential microbes. And if you really want to go overkill, I suppose you could boil it, run it through the Lifestraw, put the tablets in, and then run it through this, and I think you might have the cleanest water in history. Anyway, moving on. The last, and certainly probably least necessary option of purifying water would be something like the Guzzle H2O. Now, this I purchased for our off-grid camping trailer. We use it a lot. We don't carry a generator with us or anything like that. This is a simple 12-volt filter. It has the carbon and the ceramic filter in it with a small pump. It has an inlet hose that you can throw into a pond or a stream or a puddle or whatever, and then an outlet hose that you can then run either into a 5-gallon jerry can or the water tank of an RV. This is meant for larger groups and extended time off-road, extended time away from civilization. These things are extremely expensive. They're very reliable and they work very well. But again, unless you are, heading out on multiple expeditions in a year, it's way overkill. And as somebody who, fairly frequently likes to do things overkill, I'm here to tell you all of these water purification systems work well. Start with the simplest, start with the cheapest, and work your way up as you gain experience. Because again, boiling water is going to give you some surety that is very simple in its application that one of these is not. You can make yourself sick fairly easily with one of these if you don't know what you're doing. But boiling water was something we've been doing for hundreds of thousands of years. Water purification, like anything, is both a critical and also a very simple exercise if done properly. As always, do your homework, do your research at home, try out any of these products that you would like to take on the trail, test them out at home before you take them out. Make sure that they are actually providing you the water quality that you want. And remember, safety for ourselves and our families out there is paramount, and it should extend to everything, including food prep and most especially water purification. We'll see you on the trail.